How is everyone on this fine Tuesday? It's a little bit warmer today than it was yesterday. It's also sunny. As of yet, we have not had rain. I'm sure that will change before the day is over. So that is the Pathfinder now. Interesting. It looks very small. I wonder if that's new. It's new. It's cute. Not sure it's my style, but it's cute. It looks too small and squishy. I don't know where that guy's going. He's driving down the road with his turn signal on all over the place. I don't think he knows where he's going. Ain't fancy. I'm just driving along. Right now, I'm just rambling, waiting for all the little minutes to go by so people can get through their commercials. Traffic! Yay! Traffic. I do like the Pathfinder. It's cute. It's just not. It's too small. It's smaller than this. I don't like. I like my Explorer. Oops, wrong buttons. For those who are new to my channel, turn it down a little bit. For those who are new to my channel, I do not look at chat while I'm in motion, for that is not safe, even if it was legal, which it's not. Um, so therefore, if I miss something, I will get to you. I will try to get to you when I stop at a stoplight. If I do not get to you then, I will try to get to you when I stop before I end the stream, because I will do that as well. Doggy! I'm seeing a lot of huskies, husky type dogs lately. You guys can't see him. He's off in the yard. He's cute though. I was in Steve's World stream last night for a little bit while I was in class. He ate brisket, and oh my gosh, that was the best looking brisket I've seen in so long. I don't agree with it being on top of the mashed potatoes like that. I'd like to have them separate with gravy on both. But it looks really, really good. So now I want brisket. And I just found out there's a new restaurant. It used to be a barbecue restaurant called Maddie's Barbecue, and it was my favorite barbecue. They made the best pulled pork sandwich, and it was lean. I can't stand fatty meat. And it was nice and lean, and it was good. And he ended up going out of business because he just had some personal issues going on, and about the time he had the personal issues going on, the county came up with some new liquor license rules, so he couldn't renew his liquor license because it was really expensive for the it was just a small little barbecue and blues joint. He had some really good bands in there because I used to pick up stuff to deliver in there too. He had some really good little blues bands in there. But anyway, it is located there. It is called Wheelhouse. And I was told that they had a good beef stew. And I went and looked at their menu today, and they had poutine. There are a couple of you who know what that is. And I remember mentioning to you guys that the poutine that I had at this other place locally, they put pimento cheese on it. I always had to ask for that on the side because it was just not right. However, this restaurant does it properly from the looks of it. You can also add extra things to it, which I don't think I'll be doing, at least not right away. The amount of things that people want to put fried egg on just astounds me. I don't know why people want to put fried egg on everything. But anyway, they make a poutine there with the brisket, with a Guinness brisket. I want it. It will not be today because I already ate for today. And I have leftovers at home to eat. I went to Waffle House today. Waffle House has new food on their menu. Since the last time I was there, I don't go there. I don't go back. Stay with me. Stay. And again, it's bouncy here. Apologies for the bouncy. There we go. So they have my favorite thing at Waffle House is either the All-Star breakfast, and I don't eat it all at once. I'll eat like the eggs and the bacon. Bacon must be burnt, and the grits after I put pepper and butter in them. And then on my next eating, I'll eat the waffle. I got a pecan waffle this time. So, it takes up a whole, more than one meal. And I don't always eat like all of the stuff, the breakfasty stuff at once, but today I did. So later I can either make more eggs and eat the waffle, or I've got sausage at home and I got bacon in the freezer and potatoes. I'll find something to eat with it. I'll finish the waffle later. And then, but the All-Star breakfast is one of my favorites. And then my other favorite is the Texas bacon cheese melt. I love me some Texas bacon cheese melt. You put the mayonnaise, you put the A1 sauce. Yep. Now they have they have these hash brown bowls. That bus is gonna come around here, I bet. They have these hash brown bowls, and they have a bacon Texas cheesesteak melt hash brown bowl, which means instead of being between breads, it gets put over hash browns. Oh my gosh. This has got to be the best idea in the world because the bread is not my favorite. I love bread. Don't get me wrong. Bread does not love me. If I have too much, I am in so much pain. It's not even funny. So I'm trying to stop eating so much bread. Oy, 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 oy. Circles. Emory University on the left. They are back in class. The law school, I think, goes back tomorrow. Yeah. But yeah, I really want to try that now. So now I'm torn. Do I want? Oh, and looking at the menu for Wheelhouse, there was more than one thing on there I wanted to try, but the poutine will probably be first. So, do I want to go for the bacon Texas cheesesteak melt over hash browns, or do I want to go for the poutine first with the Guinness brisket? I'm hungry, you guys. I'm not hungry, but I want food. I have no reason to be hungry. And probably none of this is for my diet that I'm supposed to be following. Did I have my protein shake today? No, I did not have my protein shake today. But the day is not over yet. I don't have class tonight. I have homework, but I don't have class tonight. So I think I'm going to make one. I got my exercise bike. I took the clothes off my exercise bike. No, seriously, I cleaned around my exercise bike so I could pull it out. And part of my whole restructuring and reorganization of the house and purging of things means that stuff gets pulled out and sits there for a minute until I can go through it and put it where it needs to go or get rid of it. We did that around the exercise bike yesterday, so now I can use my exercise bike. So maybe I'll do my little, I got physical therapy tomorrow too. I'll do my little exercise bike and my exercises and then make my protein shake. I'm rambling. The good news is today I got the official notification that I was cleared to start my new job. I mean, they gave me the job, it's pending background check, and, in my head, I'm like, I got the job, no problem. Then also in my head, my other side of my head is like, don't count your chickens because you never know what's going to happen. What are they doing with this house? Wow. I got this house all tore up. Interesting, you guys. See? Interesting. Okay, back you go. Sorry. I know I made you dizzy. But yeah, so I'm finally cleared to start my new job. It starts on September 6th. And I will be working. Okay, dude, now. I will be working 10 to 7 Monday through Friday for training. And then after training, I think it's 2:30 to 11. You can't go through there, Mr. Block the intersection. But it's Tuesday through Saturday when I go on the floor full time. Like I said, it'd be yesterday or what have you. It allows me to have time to look for do school, look for a home, get all that unsituated, get myself set up to actually look for a job in the field I'm going into. Because looking for a job, a higher level job, is so much work. It's like a full-time job in and of itself. That's just still have me driving around here and there. And I have some plans for the channel, as always, and it's not necessarily for this channel. I think this channel is just going to be mostly live streams. As y'all know, I've been doing a lot with getting content together. I have a lot of content I have to get caught up on my homework because that comes first. When I'm working in the evenings, I'll have morning, during the daytime to go. And that's the best time to go to the zoos in the morning, first thing in the morning. I'll have that. I'll have the aquarium and all that stuff that I can do. And then I have a plan for what I want to do with the videos. And while I'll probably post some here, but I'm going to curate them somewhere else. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. If I'm going to, if you're interested, let me know. Send me a message on Instagram and I'll send you the link to the other channel. But I don't think I'm going to broadcast it because I want it to kind of go on its own merit and see where it will go. Obviously I market it and stuff and post things here and there, but I just kind of want to see where it will go. And I might post the videos here too, but I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do that or not. With everything with the pandemic, the pandemic changed everything, put so many, why am I getting more jobs? Okay. So many things on hold and changed so many things and rearranged so many things because where my life was supposed to be right now is before the pandemic hit is not where I am right now. I'm not unhappy with where I am right now. Although I'd fast forward 6 months when I have a better job, that'll be great. But like I said, and I could move up inside the company I'm at too. But like I said, life is doing a different path than what I thought it would. And I'm not sure yet which geographical location that path is going to take, but I have decided that, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Career wise? Career is not the word I'm looking for. Oh my gosh, what is that word? Oh, yes, and welcome to traffic. This is what happens when school's back in session. Because that school that they're all lets out, and then and they stop all this traffic when they let the school out, and then it's just screwed for the next 3 hours. Um, Career is not the word that I was looking for. Hey, Keith, welcome. Hey, Mikey. I'm not looking at chat like I should. Sorry about that. I can't think of that dumb word. But I want things. I want more stability before I start out down the path of what I of the video and the. I mean, I'm still going to do the video and things, but I'm not going to. It's going to be something I'm doing because I enjoy it. It's not going to be the path. Like I said, it's not the path I thought I was going to take. I was going to take a professional path towards down the video and photography route, and I'm not able to do that right now. I'm not comfortable with doing that right now. I'm not comfortable with not knowing my paycheck because I need to have more stability in my life before that can happen. You know, I took that position and I still have it, and I'm still going to do that since I'll be working evenings because I can still go and shoot in the morning. So I took that position doing real estate photography, but I thought that they were going to funnel me a lot more jobs than what they did. So that had to get put on the back burner as a part-time thing. I'm glad you had a great 60th. Happy belated birthday, Keith. Hey, Garrett. No, Garrett, I told you earlier I was going to go live today. It's not my fault you didn't pay attention. I think I told you. I meant to tell you. I might have got sidetracked and not typed it out. I don't know. I thought about telling you when we were talking earlier. Garrett, why are you spelling my name wrong? Bad, Garrett. I need gas. How much is gas prices everywhere? When I drove home yesterday, it was $3.28 a gallon, where I usually get gas before discounts. Oh, neat. And Southwest has a huge sale happening right now, from what I've seen all over Facebook. We're almost to where we get to get out of this traffic into other traffic. My idiot light goes on for my gas tank when I have a quarter tank left. That's plenty of gas. I mean, Garrett, remind me later. I found something out on accident that you might want to be aware of. Do-do-do-do. I was looking today at Florida, and I found some interesting stuff out. I don't know anything about the area, but I found this house. It was a historical house built in 1902 for sale for 90,000 in a historical town on the St. John's. It was like 2 or 3 blocks off from the St. John's, with the potential for a 50K reno grant from the city. I'm not in a position to do anything like that right now, and I don't really know that I want to take on anything like that either. Children's hospital helicopter. Um, but it got me to looking at other stuff in the city, and there are actually some reasonable priced homes in that area. And it's a very easy drive to get from there to other areas that I like to go to. So I was curious. Oh yeah, electrical cars will do that. The only thing I don't like about the Prius is it has this big console thing in the middle of the car and you feel really enclosed. And I don't like that. I have issues with enclosure. Ambulance. He's going to McDonald's? Where is he going? No, he went straight. He was looking like he was going to turn into McDonald's. We might make this light. It depends on how many people walk across. Circle K. Ice cream. I'll take a right when I get up to the light. I don't want a Happy Meal. I don't like McDonald's. I like their breakfast food, but the McDonald's here, they don't, as ever since the pandemic hit, they stopped doing 24-hour breakfast and they have not brought it back. And I hate that. I don't mind their French fries as long as they're fresh and they're cooked all the way and they're full of salt and dipped in mayonnaise. Um, we need to stop talking about food, or I'm going to go home and eat everything in my house. Where that Blaze Pizza is, there was a Tom Cruise movie that used to be a diner, and the guy retired, or the people that owned it retired and sold the building. And right before they closed it down, they filmed a movie with Tom Cruise in it. I can't remember what it is, but there's a diner scene, and it takes place in that. It's a couple years ago. It takes place in that diner. Zoom, 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 zoom. We need to be over here. These people are all waiting to turn right up here, and it gets backed up. We don't need to be sitting in that. I mean, they're not all waiting to turn right, but most of them are, and they back it up for those of us that would be wanting to go straight. And sometimes I stay over there anyway, but not when it's like completely clear in this lane and backed up in that lane. That's just insanity. I have not had porg. I really, really kind of want to see if I take a left here. The wheelhouse is down there, and that's what I was talking about. How the beef brisket poutine. Mhm. They're walking from the school. So yeah, school zones are back. Traffic is back. When it's not school, the traffic gets spread out throughout the whole entire day. Did you guys see the fresh harvest truck that just drove by? That is a farm, and they employ at the distribution center, and they employ refugees, and deliver fresh, in season fruits and vegetables, plus some other, locally owned stuff to your house every week or 2 weeks or however you want to do that, however often. It's really cool, really good stuff. And it's a way to get really good fresh produce. They were really popular, of course, during, those times when people didn't want to go to the grocery store. Man, now I'm stuck over here. I didn't want to be stuck over here. I don't know. Yeah, seeing the big lake is really interesting on takeoff. I do that in Cleveland. I did that in Cleveland. So, what did you eat in Chicago? Chicago is a great city of food. I've been there. I ate so much. I had Pizzeria Uno. Actually, I think it was Duo. I don't remember. I think I went to Duo, which is the same restaurant, second location. I don't remember what else I ate. I was all over. I was only there for a day. I went to Navy Pier. Navy Pier was pretty cool. I got some good pictures from there. Wish I would have had a better camera, but I mean, it was good for the time being. Today's Tuesday. What are they doing at the church? A spunky little arts company. Cool. You guys remember when there was a bank corner and then there was a bunch of torn down gravel pit and dirt pit? It's almost apartments that nobody can afford. Oh wow. Crispy chicken biscuit is $4.49. That's expensive for McDonald's. Anyway, yeah, they moved the bank over here. Oh, you just stayed in the airport. Yeah, if you ever get to Chicago, there's food. There's a place that has a beef sandwich, and there's a place that has the sausages. I need to do that too. We have a place here called Delia's Chicken Sausage Stand, but they sell the sausages in the store and you can make your own at home. Really good. The flyover states, Keith. It does look really neat up in the air. The last time I went on a trip, it was kind of funny. I thought, let me take an aisle seat because then maybe I won't feel claustrophobic and I'll be okay. I could not have been more wrong. I need the window to look out into the open. It's not necessarily about what I can feel around me or my movement as much as it is what I can see. So I need that window because I thought the window would freak me out. It didn't. Takeoff freaks me out. Landing I was fine with. Takeoff freaks me out. Landing I was fine with. Being by the window I was fine with. But the overall feeling of claustrophobia, being trapped, I can't get over that. So I have to mellow myself out, if you will. They tore down a bunch of trees over here. I don't know what they're going to do. If they're going to extend these townhomes or what they're going to do with this lot. It's not a lot of space. I'm sure they'll find something to squish in there. Behind it is MARTA train. Awesome, Keith. I don't think I've ever flown into Orlando. Last flight was Atlantic City. Or Cleveland. But most of the time, we would fly out of Akron, Canton, and take a little puddle jumper over to Pittsburgh, and then go from there instead of driving up to Cleveland. But now I think that they've extended the runways and everything, so bigger planes can fly into Akron, Canton now. For such a small airport, it's a busy little airport. And I don't remember what the restaurant was, but I got off the plane and they had one in the terminal there, which really surprised me. It was an Atlanta-based restaurant. I want to say it was Flying Biscuit, but I'm not sure. Maybe it was a Zaxby's or Popeyes or something. I have no idea. I don't remember. It was a really small airport, and honestly, the Atlanta airport is huge, but it feels small because everything is terminal. It's where the planes dock, the terminals. The actual airport itself is not very big. The part that you don't have to go through security to get through. The seminary here on the right, they started back to school today. They've been posting a lot. That's actually a college, theological college. I think that's what it's called now, Columbia Theological College, something like that. So many colleges here, it's funny. We got them, we've got Georgia Tech, Georgia State, Emory, UGA, which is really kind of an hour away from here. Um, Agnes Scott. Just in my little area, we've got, Georgia Tech, UGA, or not UGA, Georgia Tech, Georgia State, Agnes Scott, Emory, Columbia Theological. And there's probably a lot of little schools too that are kind of like online schools that have offices here. I know, is it University of Michigan has an office here. They had a building at one point in time. I think they went mostly online. University of Phoenix had a huge office building here too before they got in trouble. Pizza. Yeah, I'm getting hungry now. I have to eat the rest of my waffle. I'm gonna check the chat at this light, and then we're gonna go in a moment. Everett, hello. You need your sleep, Keith. Everett, I am on my way to end my day of being out running around. I need gas, but that'll happen tomorrow. I'm gonna go there at this time of day. It's crazy. I'll go in the morning tomorrow. I'm afraid to know what they were talking about with the GBI. They're going to be all over the news with Atlanta today because they did some stuff in the courts today with the police. And it's a good day not to be out in the city. Plus, there was the thing yesterday where the lady, oh my gosh, I didn't tell you guys about this. I need to pull over and stop and tell you guys about this. Yesterday, we had an active shooter situation in Midtown. I'll pull over here for a few minutes. We had an active shooter situation in Midtown. And it was really confusing. Pull over here. It was really confusing because they kept saying, 1280 West Peachtree, and then they said Colony Square, but it turns out that 1280 West Peachtree was where she lived, and Colony Square was where she used to work. Apparently, she'd worked for this company, and she found several discrepancies, SEC-related discrepancies in their accounting systems at this firm, and she had told them about them and filed information with the company about them, and then they started doing things to her, and at some point, it hasn't been proven yet, but she filed a 600-page federal lawsuit because she said they came into her house, and she named her condo association manager in that because he let them in her condo. It's a huge 600-page lawsuit, and I'm not sure why, but they dismissed it, and she was appealing it. She got fired, I think, in November of 2021 is when all this happened. And I mean, a lawyer is not going to take up a 600-page lawsuit for you for no reason. But they fired her in November, and I'm assuming, and I don't know this for sure, this is just an assumption, she was probably about to lose her condo, or having some sort of financial issue because she had gotten fired. And they probably blacklisted her from getting a new job as well. I used to have a vehicle just like that, but green. That's what I totaled in 2017. Anyway, she shot and killed her condo association manager in their office, and there was a bystander that had gotten shot who did not die. He was in the hospital. And then she went down to the firm and shot the person, her manager. And then she called a cab, and the cab took her to the airport. And witnesses saw her getting into the cab, so the police called the cab company, and the cab company's like, yeah, we dropped her at the airport, and they got her at the international terminal about to board a plane. Now, when you get caught at the international terminal or at the airport, they're not going to give you bond. Her bond was denied today. But it'll be interesting to see. I mean, obviously she should not have gone to those extremes, but it'll be interesting to see how this all shakes out. No, Garrett. No GPS is on me. I have them. You don't have access to them. Haha. No. No repeating. Sorry. I bet, Keith. I would too. I can't wait. I'm rethinking my where I'm gonna move to, so we'll see. But I have to cancel my October trip, and I'm really sad. There should be no flooding right now, so there's no rain happening right now. It hasn't rained today at all. But anyway, I'm gonna go. So that was my story to follow up on something that I had spoke about yesterday. And she wasn't. They have different definitions for active shooter. I wouldn't have called her an active shooter, but they didn't know that at the time. I'm sure it is. Did you get a picture? Just post a picture on Instagram or something. If you do, tag me. But I'm gonna go, and I will see you guys soon. I'm gonna go home and find food, eat my waffle. Today is Tuesday. I think in about an hour and a half, Mr. More Sunshine Please goes live. Exactly, Mike. But I think she was planning on losing them anyway and leaving. I don't know. It's Atlanta. A lot of people in Atlanta have gotten really desperate, and Atlanta is not the Atlanta that it used to be. There's so much crime and so much desperation crimes, and guns are everywhere, and it's just yeah, I don't really even go anywhere anymore unless I go during the day or there's lots of people. Are those crows or hawks? I can't see. Those are crows. Okay, well, anyway, it is really sad. It's really bad, and the previous mayor did nothing to help it. She just made it worse. And the new mayor, I don't know that he's going to be able to fix it. It's not something, because Atlanta was like this in the 90s, and it took so long to get it to where it was. And now we're just back there again. I don't think it's going to stop, and prices aren't going to stop going up or being as high as they are. So, okay, I'm out. Y'all have fun. Ciao, babies. I need to find some kind of tagline. Bye.